Welcome to the final part of this session on your inner world. In this video, we will dive into emotions, how they show up, what they are trying to tell you, and how they connect to your values and beliefs. Emotions are complex signals that arise from the interactions between thoughts, experiences, and physiology. They act as messengers, providing us with valuable information about our needs, desires, and responses to the world around us. Emotions can be broadly categorized as primary emotions like joy, sadness, anger, fear, surprise, disgust, etc., which are universal and instinctual, and secondary emotions like guilt, shame, pride, and jealousy, which are shaped by our individual experiences and cultural context. Emotions come from a combination of internal and external influences. They can be triggered by external events such as interactions with others or changes in our environment, or by internal processes like our beliefs, values, or unmet needs. In essence, emotions are deeply tied to how we experience and interpret the world, making them central to understanding ourselves and our identity. In my story, emotions were a constant presence, signaling that disconnection between the values I had learned and the ones I discovered later. Growing up, the values imposed by the environment, reputation, material wealth, and social status created beliefs like I must achieve to be worth it, or I need to fit in to belong. These beliefs were accompanied by emotions like frustration, inadequacy, and guilt whenever I felt that I was not meeting these expectations. When I began questioning these inherent beliefs, my emotional landscape started to shift. Letting go to the idea that my worth was tied to external markers brought relief and hope. Embracing my core values inspired emotions like pride, excitement, and the sense of possibility. However, the process wasn't without discomfort. Fear, grief, and resistance arose as I navigated the gap between who I had been told to be and who I truly am. These emotions, though challenging, were essential to my growth, reminding me that transformation often comes with vulnerability. The example of my journey reveals a powerful connection between emotions, values, and beliefs. When my values were misaligned with my actions and beliefs, negative emotions like shame and frustration dominated my experience. As I realigned my beliefs with my core values, empowering emotions like joy, curiosity, and courage began to emerge. Emotions are not random. They are deeply tied to whether we are living in alignment with what truly matters to us or not. Values provide the foundation. Beliefs shape our perceptions, and emotions reflect the impact of these in our well-being. When beliefs reinforce limiting narratives, emotions like fear or inadequacy surface. Conversely, when beliefs align with empowering values, emotions like pride and excitement flourish. Through this process, I learned that emotions, values, and beliefs are integral to shaping identity. However, identity isn't fixed, it is a dynamic interplay of these elements. Identity isn't about the role we play or the titles we hold. It is about how we align our values, how our beliefs guide us, and how our emotions signal whether we are on the right path or not. Now, it is also important to distinguish between identity and symptoms. As neurodiverse individuals, it is easy to mix up our identity with the challenges we face, such as the difficulty focusing or emotional regulation. However, symptoms are not who we are. They are part of how our brain works within certain contexts, and of course they influence our identity, but they don't define us. Understanding this is crucial because it allows us to approach ourselves with compassion and clarity, separating our true self from the limitations imposed by the system or environment that might not be designed for us. It is also relevant to acknowledge that the work of gaining clarity on emotions, values, and beliefs isn't a one-time fix. It is not about achieving a perfect state or staying there forever. Instead, it is a mindset shift, a way of approaching life on a daily basis. Our default patterns and old ways of thinking will inevitably resurface here and there, and that's not a failure, it's just part of the process. We will go back and forth, experiencing moments of alignment and misalignment until we find a balance that works for us. This ongoing journey is normal and is necessary for growth. So now we close this session, and I would like to encourage you to reflect on what resonated with you. What stories are you telling yourself, and how do they shape the view that you have about yourself? As you already know, on this page you will find some exercises to help you explore your inner world further. They are simply but powerful tools to help you uncover patterns, values, and truths about yourself. Take your time with them, and I'll see you in our next session.